for coming back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. So today I actually wanted to talk about my debt story, and this is coming from the last video that I made where I mentioned paying off some debt and wanting to, kind of show you guys my journey of getting debt free on this channel. I turned 18 and I got caught up in keeping up with everyone else who was going to really nice schools. I wanted to prove to people that I was smart. I wanted to leave my hometown, and I really didn't know all of my options in terms of going to school. My older brother went to a state university. My sister went to a private institution as well. And so I felt like I needed to keep up. I mean, I was known as the smart kid growing up, and I was really into biology at the time. So I looked into a school that I was interested in because my sister actually visited that school. And it's a really good school. I went to Loyola University, Chicago, and I majored in biology, and I got my bachelor's in science. I got a pretty good job from that experience, but with that experience came $70,000 or so of debt. So right now I'm paying off 2 student loans, one from Sallie Mae and one from Nelnet. And as you probably know, Nelnet is the big one. That's the really big student loan. And that student loan right now is about $60,000 with a interest rate of 5%. That's why I'm going on this debt journey, because I need to just pay it down. I'm tired of making payments. I've been doing it since 2016, and I don't want this to be the rest of my life. I've been, doing a little bit more than the minimum payment, and I've been focusing more on, just being on time. Midway through 2018, I realized with my Sallie Mae loan that it was going really nowhere. I started out with $10,000 for that loan, and I got a cosigner. My grandpa was my cosigner for that loan. So when I started, it was $10,000 in 2011. When I started paying it, it went up to $15,000 in 2016. Now, you guys might not think that's that much because, 2011 to 2016, that's, 5 years. So if I had been paying it, maybe it wouldn't have been that high, maybe. But, you don't have to pay loans until you graduate, so that's how much interest accrued while I was in school. I paid it, minimum payments for a while, and I started realizing that as time went on, my interest rate was going up. And I realized this because my minimum payments were going up. It started out as $183 a month, and then before I knew it, I was paying almost $200 per month as a minimum payment. So I looked into my interest rate, and I learned that interest rate is rising. So my interest rate isn't a fixed interest rate for that Sallie Mae loan. I think when I first got the loan, it was about 8% interest. And honestly, my mom and I, we were desperate to get me through school. It was my freshman year, and we just couldn't afford it. So we got the cosigner. We didn't really look into what kind of interest rate it was, and I didn't even know anything about compounding interest in a negative way. So we just signed what we needed to sign, and we said, we'll deal with this debt once you get your degree and you get a job and you can pay for it. And boy, am I dealing with it. So my interest rate now for the Sallie Mae loan is 11.75%. And it's going up more and more. So this is what prompted me to sell everything in my stock portfolio and throw it at this loan. When I threw my $8,000 plus at this loan, it was at $12,000 or so. So I was able to get the loan down to around $30,000. And I'm just doing this so that the interest rate climbing doesn't kill me. So my goal for the rest of the life of this loan is just to throw everything at this loan. I've been throwing $800 here, $200 there, while I pay the minimum on my Nelnet loan. And so far it's gotten me pretty far. Yeah, so in terms of my debt, that's literally the only debt I have. I have school debt. I want to get rid of that big loan because I don't want to do 2 payments. You know what I'm saying? one, payment is doable, but two, I just can't deal with that. And I'm not able to consolidate Nelnet and Sallie Mae for some reason. I think it's a private versus government issue. So because of that, I have two payments and I just want to get it done. So we're attacking Sallie Mae loan in 2019, and then we're gonna deal with Nelnet afterwards and pay minimum payments in the meantime. So that is my debt story. It's a little bit stressful, and I just look forward to you guys watching my journey and hopefully getting some inspiration from my mistakes and not making the same mistakes that I did. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.